So this is my take on the sun, on the angles. There's only 3 planets to go. I've done them all now. There's the Sun, Uranus and Venus. You may have noticed I've been doing them in alphabetical order. So now we get to S, and we've done Saturn, so it's the Sun. The Sun is a star that gives us heat and light and life. And without it, we wouldn't be here. So the Sun rules that part of ourselves that's individual, unique, separate, alone. It is about core, identity, heart, and soul. It is one's sense of individuality and identity. As you can see, the sun is a vital part. We could get by without any other planet, but if we didn't have the sun in the sky, we'd die very fast indeed. So the sun is life in a big way. Now, if you've got the sun on one of the angles, it's going to be extremely noticeable, extremely so. Let's deal with them in order. Let's look at the sun conjunct the ascendant first of all. If you're born with the sun rising, born at sunrise, regardless of whether it's 9:30 in the morning if you're in the deep northern or deep southern hemisphere, or whether it's 5:30 in the morning if you're more towards the tropics or the equator, it doesn't really matter what time of day you were born. If you were born at sunrise, the sun is on the ascendant. Sun rising, sun on the ascendant people, I have to say, they are full of it. They are full of life. You not only will the sun be in a particular sign of the horoscope, but so will the ascendant. The sun and the ascendant will be in the same sign. So this case, you're not going to mistake this person. Sun conjunct ascendant people really epitomise the sign that they are born in, and people with the sun conjunct ascendant are always going to be very demonstrative, very notable, very representative of their sign. And they're also going to be extremely lively, full on, active, projective, and patience is not high on their list of virtues, it has to be said. So sun on the ascendant, sun rising people, the real dynamos, the real live wires of the zodiac. If the sun is setting, regardless of what time, whether it's 4:30 in the afternoon or 9:30 at night, if the sun is setting at the time of birth, then the sun is on the descendant. It is sitting below the horizon. Now, the descendant is relating to the start of the 7th house, which is all to do with one-to-one relationships. And the sun is all about identity. So the sun on the cusp of the 7th house, the sun on the descendant setting, is not in a good place, because here the sun is looking at the idea of relationships in one's life as being a major functional part. And often people with the sun on the descendant will go through life feeling that they need to be in a relationship. They must be in a relationship in order to feel good about themselves, because if they're not in a relationship with anyone else, then how can they see themselves as being in a good relationship with themselves? Which of course is rubbish, because how can you be in a good relationship with anyone else unless you're first of all in a good relationship with yourself? Sun on the descendant people, perhaps there's a need here for these people to self-identify rather than living their life through others. Sun on the midheaven people, well, there's a saying here, they shine like the sun at midday. The sun's on the midheaven, you're going to be born around midday, inevitably. And the sun on the midheaven people are always going to be very prominent, very visible. These are the people you see walking down the street from 100 yards away. These are the people who you walk into the office, you automatically set your eyes on them. They feel like they're living life on television and they wish people would stop looking at them, depending on the sign, of course. I mean, if it's a nice Aries sun on the midheaven or Leo sun on the midheaven, they're just going to be lapping it up more. But if it's Pisces or Cancer or Libra on the midheaven, they're going to be more, not so much shy and retiring, but more self-conscious. Sun on the midheaven people think they're always in the spotlight, and they often are, but they cannot be invisible no matter how they try, which is of course the complete opposite of the sun opposite the midheaven, sun on the IC, the cusp of the 4th house. These are the people who never come out to play. These are the people born at midnight, at the start or the end of the day, with the sun at the very base of the horoscope. And with the sun there, these are the people who are interested in providing for roots and home and family, and these become the super mother or the super father. the matriarch or the patriarch, those whose job, whose vocation in life is to provide, to nurture, to protect. And in many ways, Sun on the IC people feel that they only really live their life if other people are benefiting in the family or in the home as a result of their efforts. They are the perennial homemakers. On that line, I'll leave you with that one and catch you later with Uranus and Venus still to come. Bye.